Welcome to the Check A Pro Radio Show. We're broadcasting live today from the 10th annual Fall Home and Garden Show in the Woodlands at the Waterway Marriott. If you haven't gone to the Check A Pro website recently to order your $25 gift card, what are you waiting for? It's free. I talk about it every week here on Check A Pro Radio. Just go to checkapro.com. On every page, you can find an icon there. Just click it, and we'll send you the $25 gift card, which can be used with over 200 pre-qualified Check A Pro members at checkapro.com. Joining me today is Shannon Register. She's been a regular guest here on Check A Pro Radio. She's from RREA Real Estate, and as a matter of fact, on Sundays, she has her own show here at 2 o'clock on AM 700 KSEV. Shannon, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Isn't it exciting to be at a home and garden show?
It is. There have been so many people here today. It's been great meeting and talking to people and seeing all the different vendors that are here.
Yeah, no, I've been doing this for years. How many home and garden shows have you been to?
You know, I've been to a lot, but I think this is the only one I've ever been to in the Woodlands.
Yeah. This is a great show. They do it twice a year. They have their spring and their fall show. Mm-hmm. They're both very busy shows. Very good turnout today here at the Home and Garden Show, considering it's still summertime. Back to school is within a week, less than a week.
Yeah, everybody's getting ready for school to start.
Exactly, and so to have such a great turnout is incredible. Did you see anything here at the home show that you may not have seen in homes recently? I mean, you're in the real estate business, you're out there, you're selling homes, you're finding homes for people to move into. Anything out here that you've seen that you haven't seen in homes recently?
Not really anything that I haven't seen in homes, but I've seen some great products, some products that I don't get to see every day, generators, and just some really neat things, some great decorating ideas, some of the new window coverings that are out, you know, that I usually see houses before they get the window coverings, you know, on new homes, but really a lot of great ideas. Whether you want to decorate your home, remodel your home, you can just come out here and get all kinds of ideas, and of course purchase things as well and make appointments for anything from lawn care to getting a pool in your backyard.
It's a great time of year to do some shopping here at the Home and Garden Show, even if you just want to take a look around and then later contact vendors after you've done your homework here at the show. A lot of people have moved into their houses. It's a very we just went through a very busy time.
We did. Busy summer.
Yes, the pre-back to school, the summer period where people are scrambling to sell their house and get into the new house before school starts. So I'm sure there are a lot of people who need to put down carpeting and paint their walls and put new windows in.
Sure, yeah, there are a lot of people getting ready. You know, everybody wants to settle into their house before school starts back. So a lot of people are rushing around right now, getting settled into their new homes. We've had a lot of closings lately, but you know, the way the market's been running in Houston, we're still very busy. We still have a lot of homes selling, and I think it will continue through the fall because there's a lot of demand for housing right now.
So if people haven't sold their home or found their new home, it's really not too late. Sometimes things cool off really quickly after school starts.
They have in the past, especially the past couple of years, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. Really, we've seen a lot of demand for housing and a lot of demand for ready to move into homes. So there's a big demand for resale homes that are just ready to move into, and there aren't a whole lot of them out there. We're running low on inventory in the Houston area, so it's a great time to sell your home.
You guys cover the greater Houston area. You're based up in the Spring area, but you have agents all over town, and you can pretty much help people anywhere in town with the real estate needs. So if they thought it might be too late to put their house on the market, your answer is no. Call.
That's right. Give us a call. It's not too late. It's a great time. And you know what's really neat, as we move into the holidays, Christmas is, a lot of people don't want to put their house on the market as you're getting into those holidays because they want to decorate for Christmas. But I'll tell you what, if you have your house on the market at Christmas and there's somebody coming to look at it, they're a serious buyer. Because, you know, everybody's busy at Christmas. Sure. They only look if they're a serious buyer. In the summer, you'll have people who aren't sure if they want to move, and they'll come through. But in the wintertime, if you've got somebody looking, they're a good prospect.
Shannon, I've heard that. I've heard the second best time is around the holidays.
Yeah, a lot of companies transfer during the holidays, and so employees will start the new year at a new job, and so there are a lot of people who have to move over the holidays.
And it's really the second back to school because there is a break there for children.
So a lot of kids take that break to move.
Absolutely. Shannon's phone number is 281-288-3500. Write it down, 281-288-3500, or they can go to rrea.com as well.
That's right, and we have lots of videos to help people if they're looking for a part of town to move to, or if they're looking for a certain subdivision, a certain home. We have lots of videos at rrea.tv.
Okay, let's talk about curb appeal. It's the most important thing. You know I love talking about curb appeal. It's the first thing people see when they roll up to the house.
Right.
and we've talked about this before, sometimes people will roll up to a house that they wanted to see and they keep rolling.
That's right.
Because it's just not that appealing. And it's like the job interview. Put your best suit on. It's like going out on a date. Put some makeup on. Make up the house. What should people do immediately from the outside?
Yeah.
Is it refinishing the door? Is it mulching? Is it weeding? Is it all the above?
It just a combination. It just depends on what your home needs. Certainly you want the front door to look great because that's the first thing that they walk up to. From the curb, you want the lawn to look great. If you've got dead grass, it's not good, You want everything to look nice. If the paint's chipping, they'll see that. And when they walk up to the front porch, you don't want to see leaves everywhere. You want it clean, crisp, just ready to walk into. Make it look really nice.
So no matter how nice the kitchen is or the bathrooms or the bedrooms, even the pool in the backyard, if they don't go in the front door, it just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. If they don't go through the front door, they won't buy the house.
Shannon, from my experience, it really isn't that expensive to spruce up the outside. Fresh mulch isn't that expensive.
Right.
It can really make a difference in the contrast. If the grass has some patches of dead, cut it out and put some sod down.
Yeah.
If the front drive and the walkway needs to be washed, hire a pressure washer for a few $100s and get it cleaned.
Yeah, those are very inexpensive things. And the great thing about those is you can do them yourself if you don't have the money to spend on it. Those are things you can do yourself as well. Plant some flowers. Just do a few things yourself to spruce it up. And then, if you need professional help, there's plenty of places out there that you can hire to come in and make it look better.
I know it's difficult to tell your client who hires you when they're about to put their house on the market, to tell them the truth.
It is.
Your carpets, maybe we can clean them, but you're thinking they need to be ripped out, okay? The walls and the old sinks and the old tile and, all that stuff. How do you broach the subject? Because it's your job to get that house in ready condition to sell. Even though you're not paying for that, you need to sell this house, otherwise you failed.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Well, I feel like you don't just get the house ready to sell. You've got to get the seller ready to sell. And a lot of that is explaining all that to them, helping them to understand, one, what they're going to have to do to get the house ready to sell. And then, of course, the whole process of selling it, all of that's combined. It's very hard to go into a preacher's house and tell them that, you really need to remove a lot of these religious symbols because a lot of people walk in and don't want to see that. That's a hard thing to tell them, but, that's my job. I mean, you need to know that. And if you're in that industry, you don't know that. You don't know that that's what you need to sell your house. And so it can be a little uncomfortable, but what I've found is if you're serious about selling your house, you do whatever it takes.
Before the sign goes in the front yard, they really already have to mentally move out.
Yes, they do.
They need to make the home look like a model home, which is neutral. It's not going to have a lot of religious artifacts necessarily.
Right, no political stuff.
No political things. Neutral colors if need be. If you have a pink room and an orange room, that's got to go.
Right.
And it's got to be neutralized. And then these people, Shannon, are living in a house that's not theirs, but they have to understand it's so they can get out of that house. That's
right. And, a lot of people tell me, well, until it sells, I don't want to pack up my stuff. Well, then you're not being realistic about moving. Go ahead and pack your stuff up. Get ready to move, and the buyers will come. Make it ready to move into, and they'll come.
If you really want to do something in life, in this case, move, mentally be prepared. Start packing things up. Get rid of all those knickknacks.
That's
People
right.
don't want to see it.
Yeah.
They don't want to see cluttered cabinets and cluttered shelves.
Yeah.
Even if it's your own table that you're taking, they don't want to see
Right.
that cluttered. Clean it up.
And the way we all have a certain way that we live, and that's just not the way you want your house to be when you're selling it. And people have to understand that. When you're going to sell your house, you have to do things differently.
Exactly. All right, Shannon. Well, thank you for joining me today on Check-A Pro Radio. I really appreciate it. And to get a hold of Shannon, you can call her 281-288-3500 or go to her website, RREA.com. And don't forget to listen to her tomorrow here on AM 700 KSEV at 2 p.m.